First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Check. 180. Here we go. Check. Check out. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's bring it. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check 24. Run. Like that. 49. Check regular.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris going to get it again on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action with Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They run with Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. An option handoff given to Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with...
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go. Check.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Mayfield to throw it.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finally gets stride. They've got another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's scared. Check 15, check 15.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
Touchdown, Browns!
Anthony Schwartz,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return, it's Cam Sutton.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout.
And this is just a little touch pass to send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
And they run with Harris off the option.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now an option play on second down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Now Haskins. Ebron caught left side.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Deontay Johnson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check safety, Kings.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now it's Haskins.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it this time. Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Second and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
Mayfield now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. It's caught by OBJ. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins, completion here to Claypool. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. Running right through him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 26, check 26.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check 9, check 9. Alert flare, alert flare, flare. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 93's the mic, 93.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
Check 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go, D. Check 43.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Watch the eye. Watch twist.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haskins will throw. He's going to take another shot here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Now Haskins on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run with Harris. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
On second down, this is Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Over the middle, it's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. Chase Claypool, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Into the hands of Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's Baker. It's caught by Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice